Going one more time then. Hey everybody, this is Danny McG coming to you live with Ben McZen, the commissioner of Tygart Valley Wrestling Federation. Ben, how you doing this evening?
I'm pretty good, brother. How about yourself?
Man, if I was doing any better, I wouldn't know what to do. Uh
Uh,
I'm super stoked to hear that we got that event coming up at the Phil Gaynor Center, Christmas Mania 2. I'm elated. This is one of the first ones that I might be able to get to attend myself. Tell me a little bit about the folks that are all part of what makes Tiger Valley Wrestling Federation. Tell me about some of these guys that I'm going to see December 8th.
well, Danny, here's what we got. We got the Tygart Valley Wrestling Federation. It's coming back to town. We got Christmas Mania 2. We started this in 2019, and we brought in Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant to kind of get us over in the business and to give it some legitimacy. Boogie's a Hall of Famer. He's an amazing, amazing man. And then, after that, we went on, you know, I, a hiatus with COVID, of course, and then in 2022 we came back with Resurrection, and we brought in the Barbarian, and he really got the crowd pumped up. We had a Halloween show at the Phil Gaynor Center, and it was kind of our rebirth, our phoenix from the ashes, and then and Mother's Day, we did Mother's Day Mayhem in Mill Creek, and we brought in Lodi, from Ravens Flock, WCW guy, an old school guy that a lot of people recognize, and now for Christmas Mania 2, it's kind of our flagship show, and so we're bringing in Tony Atlas, another WWE Hall of Famer. That's the pinnacle of your profession if you make it to the Hall of Fame. I mean, it doesn't get any better, right? So,
Absolutely, yeah.
and we want to kind of showcase our community, show off what we got, take Tony around town, show him some of the businesses, introduce some of the business owners to Tony, and kind of capture that magic, and then upload it for the world to see, so that when people do come to Elkins, our community, they're going to know that, hey, here's what you can do when you come here, because we're promoting ourselves as a tourist climate. We have the ski season here. We have the train. We have beautiful fall, the leaf peeper season. It's a really amazing time in our community, and we're trying to capture that tourism market. We have some different things going on. We have a dirt track, and we have the American Mountain Theater type thing going on, or the Gandy Dancer. I'm sorry. Uh, so we have that type of events, and it's a bit of marketing, some bringing tourists, or fans, wrestling fans, into the community, and while they're here, we're going to show them what we have, the local businesses, the places to eat, things like that. So it's kind of a win-win for everybody.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things that I wanted to touch on too. You're talking about like tourism in Appalachia. It's becoming ever more popular to see this general interest in and house shows and house wrestling events due to the popularity of certain independent circuits doing documentaries and things like this recently. But even more so, it's bringing a call to that belt of Appalachia going into the Valley, Ohio Valley area, things like that, where wrestlers naturally populate to this area. And I think one of the biggest reasons is it speaks to the fans, of these events. And tell me a little bit, me being fresh into this world, tell me a little bit about the fans of Tygart Valley Wrestling Federation. What can I expect when I get to go to
Our
the show?
fans, our fans are awesome. They're they're blue collar. They're here to watch the show. They want to see some action. They got the kids. Kids, they're our future, you know, and they love it. They like to scream and shout and get that energy out, and just go wild, you know. And moms and dads get that opportunity too to just, you know, it's a positive environment. It's entertaining, you know. It's you know, it's magical entertainment really, for 3 hours, you know. And there's just so much while you're there. There's not just the event, but we have vendor tables, you know. We have, you know, different, you can meet the wrestlers, you know, get their autographs, you know, talk to them, learn about them, you know. Lots of, you know, lots of other stuff going on. You can, you know, buy toys and action figures and wrestling cards while you're there, you know. So it's a whole bit of a culture, you know. But we also have local vendors, you know, like S&TBs, you know. Stephanie's bee, you know, she's a beekeeper, and she has treats and stuff that she, you know, candies and stuff that she makes, and you can buy that at our events, you know. And it's local vendors, you know, can also set up tables and sell their wares, or, you know, nonprofits could, you know, come and set up a table and help that way, you know.
Right on. You know, and that's another thing too, is when you think about putting on an event like this, you know, when you look at what it takes to you know, build this dream, if you will. You know what I mean? We could all think about things like, oh, it'd be really cool to put a an event together, and you know, it might have a little thing, but to put faith in your community, really, you know, to take your dream, present it to the community, and say, hey, look, this is what I would like to bring for us, and for them to help to facilitate that is something that's just phenomenal. And you know, you talk about the different availabilities of way businesses in the community can partake in and be part of it. But one of the things that is, you know, a little bit further than that is when you get a chance to really see those businesses get the opportunity that they wouldn't get normally from other people because of the fact that you know, they didn't know they were cool with wrestling. You know what I mean? But then they became part of those guys. Tim,
Hey,
thanks
that's
for just
Timmy.
popping in. How's it going?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
What's up, Timmy? We were just
Doing
talking
great.
about wrestling and how it spotlights the community, and how we use it as a vehicle to promote tourism here in Elkins, and some of the other things there that we got going on with Christmas Mania.
That's
And
awesome.
let me answer Danny's question real quick there. Um, the community has embraced the Tiger Valley Wrestling Federation. I mean, they absolutely love us,
As they
and
should.
with the
I'm the
businesses
champ.
they embraces, and the meet and greets. They we got one at Pizza Hut coming up. We got, I do believe we're gonna have one at the Me Fiesta also, and we're lining up other ones too. So, and the county commission, they got behind us with a little bit of money. They gave us some money for our budget, so that's
That's good.
pretty cool, you know. So there's good things happening. So in 2024, we're shooting for at least 4 shows.
Awesome.
So, you know,
Heck
that's
yeah.
get the slate going.
That's what's up.
All right,
That's what's
man,
up.
back to you, man. I just wanted to finish out how we've been embraced by the
No,
community.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know, that's everything to it too. But talking about community, let's talk about their chant. Timmy Danger. Tim, how's it going this evening?
I am doing great. It's good to have be on here. Good to see you guys.
For sure,
Good to
for
see you.
sure. Hey, you know, I just wanted to say, first off, being a champ, you know, through the whole COVID season, you know, getting that, pulling that whole, you know, band-aid off, if you will, and getting back into everything full force. What are some of the things that you're most stoked about getting back into the ring, you know, post-COVID, getting everything rolling?
Well, I'm stoked to be back. Stoked to be out there again defending the title. I'm stoked to be out there again in front of fans again. I mean, there was a period of time where, let's be honest, we're like, will we ever do this again? Let's be honest.
Right.
There were moments of that whole situation, which is a very rare and unique situation we were in that no one saw coming. But now that's over and done with, and everything's the way it should be. I'm excited to be out there back in West Virginia defending the title, taking on the best out there, taking on all comers. Very excited to do that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And you got Jeff Paul coming up. He's the man shooting for your title. You got any words for this guy? Who is this guy to you?
Who is this guy to me? He's
Yeah.
he's definitely barking up the wrong tree. So I've watched some of his matches on YouTube. I've been following this guy for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Getting acquainted with what he can do in the ring. And quite frankly, I'm gonna beat his ass. I'm the champ. I'm gonna throw him around the ring. He has no idea what he's in store for. I've got Neil Sharkey with me, always plays by the rules, always down the middle, so this guy really does not know what he's in store for. He's gonna get in the ring with me, and I'm gonna walk in the champ, walk out the champ. It's that simple.
Right on, right on. One of the things too that I find it's really interesting, is when you look at wrestlers' approaches nowadays, you got the straight, I don't give to the about right to everybody, and having that give a damn or not give a damn attitude has been successful for a multitude of different wrestlers. Being that is your strength, and that in the fact that you can just beat the crap out of anybody. What would you say are some of your other strengths that you're really going to be resulting or building up to in the match?
Well, here's one thing about me that people are kind of starting to realize is that they saw me walk in 2019. I put on some size since then. I've been into the gym. I've been throwing weight around all day. I was throwing weight around today like it was nothing. Everything I've been doing, getting better and building up. I'm the champ for a reason. It's not just, one of those, let's just give this dog a bone. No, I've been doing this since 2005. I've been all over this country. I've taken on some of the best. I've beaten some of the best. I've done everything you could possibly do in this business. I'm not some fly-by-night jabroni. I'm the real deal. And so with that being said, what people may not realize is coming to this show every year since 2005, I've gotten bigger and better and better each year. I'm like a fine wine. I get better with age, And right now, this is the best version of me you're going to see. This is a version of Timmy Danger people will not expect. I'm going to be launching this guy all across the ring. I'm in Richmond, Virginia right now. I'm going to grab him and launch him over to my house in Richmond. Is what's going to happen. That's what he's dealing with.
He's Timmy Danger final form.
Yes, I'm not cutting this gentleman short. You know what I'm saying? He's out there in West Virginia. He's out there all over the place, working hard, making a name for himself. But he's in the big leagues now, and I'm Aaron Judge, and he's like a single A baseball team facing the Yankees. He has no idea what he's in for. He's out of his league, outclassed. He's going to get flattened by Timmy Danger. And then maybe next year, there's 4 shows next year. Maybe over time, he can build up to compete with me. But right now, he's not there. And I'm going to prove that on December 8th.
Big old humble pies being baked up by Timmy Danger, guys. You hear it here, folks. Hey, Tim, one other question here before I let you go. I know that you're super busy guy.
I'm the star of the
show. Hey, you know what? No, absolutely not. I'll let you go as long as you want, as long as you don't put me in any type of crazy wrist locks. I'm ready. Hey, man. But no, tell me a little bit more about getting to the journey of being a champ. You're talking about that drive. You're talking about that putting in the work. Tell me a little bit more about Timmy Danger putting in that work. What would you say were some of your biggest obstacles? How did you overcome those? And what new strengths do you have because of them?
Well, I started this business back in 2005, paying my dues, humble guy, putting the flyers up, I would start off as a manager. I was a manager for many years until I realized, you know what? These guys I'm managing against, I could beat these guys up myself. So that's what I did. I took matters into my own hand. I got the boots on. I got the tights on. I said, you know what? Instead of being the guy dividing the money, doing that. I'm gonna have Neil Sharkey do that, and I'm gonna come in there and get the job done myself. If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself, and that's what I've done. So that's one of my biggest strengths. I'm a guy who takes charge, takes control. That's probably my biggest strength in this business. That's what I do. So come the 8th, Jeff Paul's going to find that out when I get him in the ring. He's going to find out, maybe maybe I'm in over my head a little bit. I know he's a tall guy. He's swimming in deep waters on the
8th. That's what's up.
Champion. You got to realize when you're a champion, when you're on top of that mountain, everybody wants to get there. So you got to be strong enough and bad enough to kick them all off. And that's what I've done since before the pandemic, since 2019. If you don't remember, I beat Jason Kincaid for that title. One of the best independent talents out there in the world. Not just West Virginia, not just Virginia, Mid-Atlantic, in the world. I beat one of the best in the world. And that makes me one of the best in the world. And he's going to find that out on the 8th.
There you go. Absolutely. One of the things I think about too, talking about being a champ, carrying a name like Danger, what would you say is one of the wildest matches that you've ever engaged in professionally? And it is one of the questions that I always love to ask a champ because they always have some of the best answers.
Well, I was never like a deathmatch guy or nothing like that,
Right on.
But I've been in some crazy street fights. I was in one of my favorite matches I was ever in was a Richmond street fight here in Richmond, Virginia with Chris Silvio back in 2018. One of my favorite matches. I've last man standing match with a gentleman named Eddie Diamond. Tremendous talent. We had a great last man standing match. There was no winner in that match, but I really won in the end if you think about it. Then I've been in matches like that, last man standing, no DQ, hardcore, all those crazy type of matches I've been in. And Danger's not just a name, it's a lifestyle. It's not just, I'm not some goofball with the last name Danger doing stupid stunts. When they get in the ring, they learn all about the Danger. That is me.
That's what's up. Honestly, one of the things that I just couldn't help but notice is when you have a manager for a champ, that brings so much support to the very essence of the ring. Tell me a little bit more about how you found your manager and how that relationship built up.
Well, back when I first started, I was this young punk kid, spiky hair, what I'm saying? Clean shaven, believe it or not, young spiky hair, carrying a big book to the ring. And people were like, who is this kid? Who does he think he is? He's coming in the ring with his loud mouth, running his mouth at ringside. And I wasn't the guy I am now back then. I was a skinny kid back then, And who is this skinny punk kid running his mouth? And Neil Sharkey was like, this guy I can do something with. This guy I'm going to take under my wing. I'm going to show him the ropes. I'm going to show him the right way to do things. And that's what he did. And that's why I was a great manager for so many years, because I had got the best in the business, Neil Sharkey, showing me what to do. Then after some time, I put on some size, went to OVW, learned how to Rip Rogers, the hustler. He taught me how to wrestle. He taught me how to be the man in the ring, and Neil Sharkey was like, hold on. Not only is he a great manager now, he's a great wrestler. We can make something happen here. And that's what we've done. That's our relationship is. Since day one, that guy's had my back. That guy has, showed me the way. And I've showed him the way, too. We've helped each other out. And now as a team together, unstoppable. If you want proof, I've held the title since 2019. What more proof do you want? You know what I'm saying?
Proof's in the pudding, as they say, right?
You guys excited for the show?
Oh, absolutely.
Besides watching me crush this gentleman,
besides
face and smashing him to the ground with a silencer to the point where he may never look the same again. What are the matches are you excited about?
Oh gosh. Personally myself, I am a fan of house shows. All about it. So for me, any opportunity that I get a chance to see a show, especially with Tygart Valley Wrestling Federation, I've known Ben for a really long time. Unfortunately, I moved back to Florida literally in 2019. So just before everything really started to launch with Tygart Valley Wrestling Federation, I moved down to Florida, so I'm just stoked to be at a TVWF show, and having an opportunity to take this interview with you, Tim. It just makes it that much more exciting for me to catch your show